Some stories are whispered, never spoken aloud. Some truths lie buried beneath the weight of time. But in Odan, in Abeokuta, the past does not rest. It lingers in the shadows, woven onto the bloodline of every firstborn son. A curse, unbroken for generations. And now, Adewale's time is running out. The ancestors sinned, the gods remember, and the price must be paid. Odan, a village rich in tradition, full of life, but beneath the surface, an invisible shadow looms. Every firstborn son is marked, doomed to perish before their 25th year. A silent curse passed down from father to son, sealed in the blood long, long time ago. And so, they live, they laugh, they love, all while waiting for the gods to collect their debts. Adewale, now 15, just got to Odan village from boarding school in Abeokuta. When he got home, his proud father, Baba Konde, walks him through the village, showing him off, and then takes him to visit his grandmother, Iyabeni. Outside Iyabeni's hut, Adewale is eating and is also listening to the soft murmurs of his elders through the thin walls. He hears hushed voices, urgent and afraid. "You are playing with time, Akonde. You cannot pretend it does not exist," said Iyabeni. "I know, Mama, I know," responded Baba Konde. "Then prepare him. Do not let him walk blind into the mouth of the gods like the others," pressed on Iyabeni. Adewale catches his breath. The others? His uncle had died young, but they had said it was an illness, or had it been a lie? "He's just a boy, Mama," said Baba Konde. "And when you were a boy, did your father not say the same? Did you not watch your elder brother walk into his grave before 25? Said Iyabeni angrily. Adewale grips the wall, his heart pounding. Something is wrong, and it has to do with me. Adewale is now 20, a young man full of ambition. He's now at the university in Abeokuta, the Federal University of Agriculture. In the city, Adewale found escape. Education was his hope, his distraction. He buried himself in books, in dreams of a future where the past no longer chased him. But the curse, it does not forget. Soon, news reaches Adewale that another firstborn son in Odan has died mysteriously. The whispers in his village grew louder. He began to ask more questions when he visits home, but no one answered. Adewale grows with the weight of suspicion. He hears whispers in the village. Another elder son dies suddenly. He watches mothers wail over graves dug too soon. At 21, Adewale still continued to ask more questions, but no one answered. At 22, he began to see the pattern of the deaths. By 23, just before graduating university, he asked his father directly when he visited again at home. "Why do firstborn sons always die young in this village?" Adewale demanded firmly. His father stiffens. His mother turns away. And that is when Adewale knows this is not a mere coincidence. They did not answer him then, but they could not hide from the truth forever. Adewale, now 24, is strong, sharp-eyed. He just graduated and decided to go home to Odan to stay in the village for a while before NYSC. One evening, on his way back from checking traps in the forest, as he approaches the family hut, he hears his mother's voice, shaking, angry. "Akonde, you cannot keep this from him any longer. He's 24 already. Will you wait until death is at his door?" His mother demanded furiously. "What do you want me to say? That Adewale is living on borrowed time?" responded Baba Akonde. Adewale steps in, his voice sharp like a blade. "Tell me about the cause of Odan," Adewale demanded coldly from his parents. His mother grasps. His father lowers his head. Finally, Baba Akonde sighs, staring into the fire, and said, "Sit down, my son. It is time you know the truth." Long before Odan, this land belonged to another people. They were peaceful, farmers, traders, until our ancestors came. 5 warriors who had been exiled from their own land for their crimes. They arrived at this quiet settlement. "Our forefathers were not heroes," said Baba Akonde. "They were killers. They wiped out the people who lived here in the dead of the night. Not a single soul was spared." Adewale's chest tightens, shaking his head and refusing to believe. No, that cannot be true." "But it is, and the gods saw it all," added Iya Akonde. "And so, as a punishment," said Baba Akonde, "the gods cursed the bloodlines of the 5 warriors. Every firstborn son will die before 25. Adewale exhales, his world collapsing. "Then my time is running out?" he whispered. Adewale immediately seeks out Elder Ajayi, the villager's keeper of lost knowledge. "You wish to break a curse that has stood for generations," said Elder Ajayi, studying him. "There must be a way," said Adewale, determined. "The gods do not forget, but they can be repaid," said Elder Ajayi. The elder pointed towards the forest. "Return to the place where the sin was committed. There, you will find answers and face the gods." Deep in the forest, Adewale kneels before the ruins of the ancient village. The air is thick, dense with the weight of centuries. The trees move violently, though there was no wind. He presses his forehead to the earth, his voice steady but desperate. "You have taken my ancestors. You have taken my uncles, my brothers. You have taken enough. If the debt must be paid, then take me. Let this curse end." There was silence. Then the ground trembled. A deep, inhuman voice speaks, not from one direction, but from everywhere, all at once. "The blood of the past cannot be erased, but the soul of the living may yet prove worthy," echoed this ancient voice of the gods, layered with many voices. Suddenly, the fire in the ruins of the ancient village torch blows out, plunging Adewale into darkness. He sees fire in the distance. The silence is suffocating, and then whispers, a chorus of them weaving through the trees, speaking in a language he does not understand. The air grows heavy, pressing on his chest. He cannot move. And then, "Come and see, son of Akonde," a second soft, childlike, eerily sweet voice said. Adewale turns, and the darkness shifts. The forest is gone. He is now standing in an ancient village, but something is wrong. The air is thick with the scent of blood. He sees them, the 5 warriors, their faces hard, their bodies drenched in blood. They are laughing, dragging the helpless villagers from their homes. The screams pierce through him like knives. He watches in horror as a woman clutching her baby falls to her knees, begging, her voice hoarse with terror. "Please, mercy, have mercy," this woman said, crying. One of the warriors stepped forward. Adewale recognizes his own ancestor immediately, the man who bettered his bloodline. Without hesitation, the warrior raises his blade. Adewale lurches forward, screaming, "No!" He screamed, but his voice does not reach them. The sword falls. Blood spills onto the earth. The village burns. The screams fade. The whispers return. But now they are filled with sorrow. The spirits of the slain villagers emerge from the shadows. Their hollow eyes fixed on Adewale. A tall figure steps forward, a man with no face, his body wrapped in flowing darkness. "Do you understand now, son of Odan?" the faceless spirit echoed. Adewale's breath is ragged. He stares at the destruction, at the sin buried in his blood. His voice shakes. "It was unforgivable," Adewale said. "Then what will you do?" the spirit responded. The spirit closed in on Adewale, the air freezing cold. The ground cracks beneath his feet. His body is numb with fear, but he forces himself to stand tall. "I cannot undo their sins. I cannot bring back the dead, but I can carry the weight. Let their pain pass through me. Let me be the last," Adewale said, firmly, unwavering. The spirit whispered amongst themselves. The faceless man raises a hand. The earth shakes violently as suddenly Adewale is falling. He's sinking into a pit of darkness, wearing ancient clothes, his body burning, his mind splitting apart. He screams, but before the abyss can swallow him whole, a hand grabs his wrist. The whispers stop. The world is still. Adewale looks up. His grandmother, Iyabeni, stands above him, pulling him back. But she's no longer an old woman. She's radiant, powerful, draped in white light. Her voice is strong, commanding, filled with ancestral authority. "Not this one. He has chosen differently," said Iyabeni. The faceless spirit watches in silence. Then slowly he bows his head. "The debt is paid," whispered the faceless spirit. The spirit had accepted Adewale's selfless sacrifice of his own life. They didn't kill Adewale because he laid down his life by himself. They forgave. For the first time, a descendant of the 5 settlers were willing to pay the price and begged for mercy. The curse was shattered because of this. Years later, Adewale, now a father himself, is sitting beside his firstborn son beneath the tree in the village. He was not doing well in the town and brought his wife and firstborn son to visit his ancestral home in Odan. He remembered all that happened to him like it was yesterday. "The gods did not want blood," he said, smiling. They wanted atonement, and the curse ended, not with death, but with a choice.